Win it.
All right. Hello, everybody. My lifelong ambition has, frankly, been to be a diva. Unfortunately, my lack of natural talent really got in the way of that, and so I've had to pursue other routes in life. But starting from a pretty young age, being a diva, well, being a singer is really what I wanted to be, and I would, oh my God, I would sing along to Barbra Streisand. I'm dating myself a little bit, but Barbra Streisand, Whitney Houston, and I remember very, very clearly the first time I really heard what I sounded like was I went to an amusement park. I grew up in Ohio, and it was they had one of those like singing booths you could go in, and you could pick a song, and I chose Whitney Houston's "How Will I Know." And I had the earphones on, and I could hear her and I was singing along with her, and I thought I was hitting every single one of those notes, and I was belting, with love and joy. And when I got that tape back, it was the most humbling experience of my life. But it did not stop me. So, I graduated college, I moved to Chicago, and again, not pursuing the singing career. I kind of glossed over the fact, actually, I'll go back. I didn't get to prepare this since I signed up late, but in high school, I did participate in musical theater, but I was usually, in the chorus and so forth, and I remember the first time I got a solo. And I remember feeling with pride that I had my first solo, but I must say it was from a chorus line, and it was, "I can never really sing." That was the song. So that was my first solo. But when I finally got to Chicago, and I had a real job, for fun, I used to go to a place called Gamekeepers, and they would basically have karaoke on stage I think it was Tuesdays. And I, at that point, had the self-realization to know that I wasn't that great, but I thought if people are drinking and it's kind of loud and it's a bar, I can sing along and dance and be cute and just have a fun time. That's how much I loved it, even though I knew I wasn't great at it. But truly, while that's been an ambition, I'm also very competitive. I have that streak, and I truly like to do well at things and to win. And so fast forward a little bit, I was actually in Mexico, and I'm with my family who is here with me tonight, and they know very clearly about this lifelong dream of mine to be a star, basically. And so we're at this all-inclusive Mexican resort in Puerto Vallarta, and we're sitting at this banquet dinner outside. It's quite lovely. We're all drinking, margaritas and having a good time. And then it's, the guy gets on stage and he says it's time for a competition, a singing competition. And they're going to divide up the men and the women. And my whole family looks at me and they're like, "Well, you've got to do it," which is what they did tonight. They're like, "You've got to do it. You've got to go on stage." And I said, "I don't know." And then the guy goes, "It's a singing competition." And they're like, "You have to go." And I'm like, "Yeah, clearly I do. I have to go up on stage." So I think he even led with, "Does anybody know La Cucaracha?" And I'm thinking, I don't know the words, but I'll go with it. So we go up on stage, and he's kind of working the crowd, and there's about 8 of us women up here, and he asks, "Okay, you all know La Cucaracha. Do you know how to do a shot of tequila?" Okay, so we all nod. We can do a shot of tequila. So I'm thinking, yeah, this isn't going to be that hard. So then he says, "Well, I'm going to throw a little wrench in this." He goes, "You're going to actually sing La Cucaracha while gargling on tequila." So I don't think any of us had ever done that. It wasn't something, I was practicing and could really gear up for, but I'm like, all right, So this is where sort of my lifelong ambition and my competitive spirit sort of came together, and I thought, I'm just gonna give it all I've got. So, I don't know, I'm usually not the first one picked, clearly, but maybe I was like 8 in a string of 10 people, and so I'm watching them, I'm kind of gauging the competition. And they're going up one by one, and they're starting the gurgling, and they're just not getting through the song. I mean, these women are they're not working the diaphragm, they just weren't doing it. So I get up there, and when it's my turn, I'm just like, I am gonna keep gargling and keep singing La Cucaracha as long as I can, and I gave it all I got, and wouldn't you know, I won that competition. I won that competition, and not only that, you're not gonna believe what the grand prize was. It was a set of tequila shot glasses with little sombreros on each one. And I have to tell you, in my life, I've been very fortunate, and again, pursuing my business route has been fine for me. But I have to say, there is nothing nothing more sweet than the taste of victory from those little tequila shot glasses that I will keep for the rest of my goddamn life.